What's up, Guardians? Serrano786 here for some more Destiny 2 weekly reset story updates. With the weekly reset comes some new story, so I wanted to take a minute and talk about what we learned from Sloan and Asa. Or should I say what we learned from Asa, because she's speaking through Sloan. But with the new story, we got to see a new part of the deep. We got to see a new boss, as you see here. So there's a new boss in the deep. We had a new weekly mission called Mayday Mayday, which you see me fighting here. But I really wanted to break down what was said by Asa/Sloan. So let's watch this clip, and then we'll break down what Asa was talking about, hopefully.
A city of light. A flourishing garden. A silent god withholds a deeper truth. Questions unanswered. A longing unfulfilled. The sky darkens as a new journey begins.
So a few things to unpack there. So the very first thing that Asa says is a city of light, a flourishing garden. Now, the first thing that popped in my head was during the teaser, right after Cade 6 is talking, it shows what looks like a flourishing garden. Or at least what looks like a flourishing garden. I mean, what else could be? It can't be in reference to the Black Garden, because that was basically destroyed after we destroyed the Black Heart back in Destiny 1 with the original story. So I'm thinking it's in reference to this place right here, which I'm assuming is once we get into the Traveler and able to get to this place, this is like I don't know if it's an alternate plane, alternate dimension. We don't really know, right? Like, it's still just, we don't know. But I have a feeling that's what it's referring to, is from the teaser, that exact area right there. Now, let's move on to this next part. A silent god withholds a deeper truth. Questions unanswered. A longing unfulfilled. Now, a silent god. The first thing that popped in my head here, Traveler, obviously. The Traveler really doesn't talk. The only time we have got any type of inkling of what the Traveler was thinking or feeling or whatever was when we had the Speaker. But the Speaker has since been killed by Gaul, which was ages ago in the beginning of Destiny 2 with 2017 Destiny 2. So there's really no way that we actually hear anything from the Traveler. So I'm assuming that's what it's talking about. The only other thing I could think of is Savathun, but she is very vocal. I doubt it's talking about her. It has to be talking about the Traveler. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Questions unanswered, a longing unfulfilled. So obviously, throughout the entire game, we've always had these questions about the Traveler, what its real intentions were, because obviously it creates life and creates these things, but we don't really know its intentions. And so there's always these unanswered questions that have gone on the entire lifespan of Destiny, right? That a lot of people, lore masters or whatever, like, we have some insight, but not everything, right? Like, there's still just those questions that we don't have answered. So that's, in my opinion, pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, I don't think there's really too much to unpack there, at least on that little bit. Now, this last part, the sky darkens as a new journey begins. Again, I feel like this is self-explanatory. This doesn't seem too cryptic. It's basically saying that things are going to get worse before they get better. One of my favorite lines from Harry Potter was when Dumbledore was telling Harry, "Difficult times lie ahead, Harry." He's basically saying it's going to get worse before it gets better. So the sky darkening definitely means that there's going to be some shit that's coming here in the next expansion or the foreseeable future, and we just got to be ready. But that also means a new journey is going to begin, because let's think about that. Bungie has said and stated after Final Shape that this story arc of the Light and Dark, that is going to be completed, but that's not the end of Destiny. So I guess this is just another way to reiterate, though, even though that the end is coming, it's not going to be the very end, because there's going to be new beginnings that become of it. And I'm sure once we learn what we learned from the Traveler, going into the Traveler, the Final Shape, what the Witness was really wanting to do, what his final shape was, what really was, I think we're going to actually have everything come full circle. Again, this is only the second week of story, so as time progresses, we'll learn more as these weeks come. Let me hear your thoughts down below. If you agree, disagree, maybe you have some different thoughts of what I was thinking. Love to hear your comments down below. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. As always, stay spicy out there, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Later.